Today on Moms Every Day, we're helping you survive the holidays. Is stress getting in the way of joy? We'll show you how to melt it away and take some of the anxiety out of holiday gift giving with our delicious homemade gifts from the kitchen. We also have ideas for the fitness buffs on your list. Plus, we'll share easy ideas to make your guests feel at home. It's all coming up on Moms Every Day. Meet our panelists. Carolyn O'Neill, dietitian, author, and nutrition advisor for bestfoodfacts.org. Danielle Herzog, freelance writer and blogger of Martinis and Minivans. Annie Payne, Moms Everyday host in Western Colorado. Val Vang, journalist and aspiring author from the Twin Cities. And Taryn Vanderford, news anchor, reporter, and Moms Everyday host in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Hello and welcome to Moms Every Day, where we're making mom's life easier. Well, ready or not, the holiday season is here, and along with all of the joy that comes with the season comes the stress. We're going to tackle this issue, holiday stress.
Every year I tell myself I'm going to get my Christmas list done earlier. And then Christmas Eve, I am out shopping until, well, whenever the stores
Hey,
close.
that's where some of the best bargains are.
It's true. You know what?
But
Wait
then you
till
have to tackle
after.
crowds.
That's the best sales after Christmas, but then there's no fun.
Yeah. No one wants to open a Christmas
No.
It's
present
true,
the day
there's a
after.
lot to do. And stress. What stresses you out, Danielle?
Budgeting, the budget, you know, you see, oh, I want to get that for my daughter. Oh, look at that for my son. Oh, look at
You
this.
go over.
You start to go overboard, and then you have to realize that you got to bring it back in, or you're going to be poor by New Year's.
Yeah.
But how do you manage expectations?
Well, all of us have a lot of activities around the Christmas season too that we have to figure out how to do that within our schedule.
We all tend to get a little tense around the holidays, but we're here to help. Therapist Julie Nelson shares her tips that will help you avoid, or at least cut down, on holiday stress.
Stress is our body's response to turmoil, excitement, things that are happening in our environment that cause us to feel tense. And holidays definitely add to stress, don't they? Number one, in my book, number one would be lower your expectations. You know, holidays are another day on the calendar. We don't have to make them bigger than they actually are, or bigger than what we can handle. Ask for help. You don't have to do it all alone. If you're a young mom, young dad, trying to work and raise children, and you feel you have to have this perfect Christmas, you can ask for help. Set aside differences during the holidays. I think that's very important because there can be tension and drama within families. And so work at teaching your children what the holiday that you're celebrating is truly all about. You want to look at not setting aside or dropping all the normal healthy things that you do as a family. You still want to be eating healthy. You want to be getting enough sleep, drinking enough water. Sit down weeks before holidays and say, what can we afford? Really, what are our priorities? How much debt are we willing to come out of in January and February that we're going to have to pay off? Or do we want to save enough cash now and just pay cash for things? Take a breather for yourself, take breaks, get plenty of rest, and build that into your schedule. Don't say yes to every invitation. You can say no to some. Pick the most special invitations, and also allow yourself to have a way out that maybe you and your family don't have to stay for the whole event. You can just go to part of it, wish everyone well, and then go home and do something quiet.
Well, I really appreciated her advice, especially the one about not having to accept every invitation. It seems like our family's so busy. We have church parties, school parties, work parties, friends parties. I need to dial it back just a little.
You do need to prioritize. I mean, I only go to the parties that sound like they're going to really have good food and eat like, you know, and you can really get dressed up and have fun.
Right. You never come to my parties.
Ever. You know, I love all the parties too, but then you got to think about host gifts, right? Hostess gifts that you got to take along. And so you really kind of have to make a list of what your gifts are going to be ahead of time. But you know, one of my favorite Christmases was when we got snowed in. And we just spent the day, the four of us together, and played games, and it was different.
And it was unexpected.
Yeah.
You know? And I think one thing I took away from her was to keep your realistic expectations. I had this idea that I would make this wonderful gingerbread house with my kids. And it was falling all over the place, and icing was on the floor, and the kids weren't listening, and I'm screaming, we have to make memories! You know? And then finally my husband's just sitting there eating gingerbread, and I realized this is our memory. This is funny right here.
And, yeah, you're laughing about it now.
Laughing about it now, it worked.
Yes, and one thing we laugh about now is we have all of these things that we wanted to do, but then in the end, what really matters is just spending time with each other. Just being at home for
And
help.
I like what she said about asking for help.
help,
You
yes.
don't have to do it all
What's
yourself.
that? Sometimes we forget.
Yes.